make your plan, and run. One thing I noticed today as I was walking is that there's a lot of similarities to taking a hike, that got hit, and leading a team. You know, you never know what's coming. It's easy to fall down, and it's easy to get lost. The thing is if you stray from the common path, it's really easy to get lost. If you take the common path, you'll lead to common results. If you're looking for above average results, you got to stray from the path. You know, I meet with leaders all the time, and they tell me, hey, I'm just trying to get by. I'm just trying to make my quota. That's completely understandable. And sometimes that's the mode that you're in. However, good leaders at some point have to take a step back and ask themselves, how am I going to get better? How am I not just going to make the results that I need, but how am I going to actually improve the team and get us to another level? Thing is, you can get lost real easy. You can get lost in the everyday, the daily tasks. And I'd say this is probably the most common trap I see with leaders, is getting caught up in the day-to-day tasks. You think about when hikers get lost, one thing that often saves them is having a good compass. And it's not any different as a leader to have that compass, to have that true north. And not only to have the true north, but to be able to communicate that to your team, to be able to show them, not just say it, but to show them this is where we're headed. It's a difference maker. By applying the concept of having a true north, making it visible for the team, and going after it, people rally behind that. People understand that. They want to know where they're headed. What's the future? What's the direction? What's the improvement? What's that next level that we're going to get to? And it's not tomorrow. It's probably not even next week. It's maybe even next year. Having that is a game changer. So step one in figuring out your true north is starting to understand where you're at. Where are you at? What results do you have? And being honest with yourself. What are the team dynamics? What are the goals that you have already that you're not hitting? What are the goals that you have already that you're surpassing? And then saying, all right, if this is where I'm at, where am I going? What is the next step? This is often difficult. A lot of times leaders get stuck because they say, hey, my boss doesn't know where we're going. So how can I know where we're going? That's another trap. Don't get caught in that trap. If your boss can't help you see where you're going, then figure it out where it is that you want to go with your team, with the people that report to you, the people that you influence. They will resonate to that. One other thing to consider when you're creating your true north, when you're figuring out your compass, is don't feel like it's set in stone. Think about it like this. You don't look at your compass every second as you're walking. You check it every once in a while, occasionally, and go, okay, am I headed in the right direction? Use your true north in the same way. But occasionally, you need to calibrate it. Occasionally, you need to take a step back from the day-to-day and using the compass as a tool and ask yourself, is this thing calibrated right? Are we still headed in the right direction? Maybe there's a new directive from your boss. Maybe there's a competitor change. Maybe there's a change in your team that maybe you found a skill set in one of your teammates that allows you to go even further. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe you found out that there's a skill set in your team that is going to hold you back. And so you might have to recalibrate that true north. This is really important. If you get stuck, then it's time to recalibrate. Now, once you've got your true north, you're sure it's calibrated well, it's time to make a plan. Until a leader has a good plan, it's just hopes and dreams. A good plan, it provides accountability. And there's just something about putting pencil to paper and writing it down that changes the dynamics. It changes it for the leader that's doing it, but it also changes it for the team because they see it now, and they see it on a regular basis. If you have the cadence to review it and adjust the plan and keep up with it, all of a sudden the plan becomes as important as the day-to-day activities. I once met a gentleman that said, improving the work is the work. I'll change that a little bit and say improving the work is at least part of the work, because you still have to produce whatever it is you produce or make or sell. You also don't want to stay stagnant. You want to improve, because guaranteed there's a competitor out there or someone else that wants your job that is trying to improve. So if you're not improving, watch out. So if you find yourself in the forest, lost in the trees, lost in the wilderness, just stop. Take a breath, get out your compass, see where you're at, make sure it's calibrated good, make your plan, and run. I hope this helps. Please take a moment to like and subscribe and hit that notification button, and look forward to seeing you next time.